Morning, y'all. You know what it is. 21 minutes with my shouties. This is my morning routine. You're gonna wake up with me. I just woke up, so it's gonna be difficult. I normally make my bed first. That's the first thing. Get the pillows ready to go. Set up. Then usually once I try to get my bed made, because it proves that you can get one thing done. And like I heard, I think one time, like that CEO's dude or something. It's completely arbitrary. But it is cool, and I like it. Helps me feel like I'm actually doing something. So, yeah, the goal is just to get one thing done for today, and it's to make my bed. I usually sleep with the sheet. I know most people don't, but it makes me feel clean about my life. Almost there. I make it super fancy by doing this little fold. Up in the corners, and then last adjustments to make it even on either side. I have throw pillows, which I know in theory are useless, but they look good. Speaking of useless, at this end blanket thing situation, I never sleep with these, but they make it look cool. I got this from India for my friend's wedding. It was a wedding gift they gave out to people. And this random like Shaw thing. Alright, and I usually brush my teeth, so I'm gonna take you to brush my teeth. I also wear a retainer, so I'll be taking that out too. Let's grab my glasses. Yeah, I gotta be a little quiet because Sean is sleeping. But I know this sounds gross, but I used to not brush my teeth in the morning, only at night. Sorry, my bad, y'all. I accidentally clicked the button. It's such an easy button to click. Okay. But I used to not brush in the morning, but I realized that's pretty nasty. But I did some research when I first was looking at it, because I don't know, brushing my teeth in the morning, it was like, I didn't like having to brush my teeth and drink coffee. because it tasted weird together. And I mean, the simple solution is just like wait long enough so it doesn't taste weird. But when I did the research, it was like it's more important to do it at night. But I quickly switched that when I started doing my morning routines again. So it was really like I gotta brush every day. I need to floss every day. Honestly, most people don't floss every day, and I started doing it at night, and it has been a world of a difference, I will admit. It takes about 2 minutes. It takes a long time, but worth it. Feels so good. Okay. Now, this is the fun part. We make coffee. Coffee. My mornings would not be anything without coffee. So we get rid of the filter from last time. We get a new filter. Uno momento. Por favor. New filter. And we have a large amount of coffee. And we just, so if we want a certain amount of cups, I want 2. You do n plus 1. So 1, 2, 3. We'll get some water. I'll take you. Jeez Louise. I will take you with me. Damn. That was hella scary. can do filtered water. I'm just gonna get enough for about 2 cups of coffee. A little bit more because some of it will evaporate. Doesn't necessarily need to be filtered water because at the end of the day, it's gonna get boiled off anyways. Let me adjust this again. Just pour this in here. But a good start to the day, you know, it'll make sure that you're extremely productive, and that's really why I like to have a strong routine in the morning, because it makes the rest of my day feel a lot more productive. Come on. There we go. And now, this is usually when I get some humility in me, and I usually sit down right here. Actually, do this right here, and I usually read a Buddhist quote and quote unquote meditate on it, but just read it right here. So I'm gonna read it to you guys today. Typically I read it to myself. And let's go through it. So today is, okay. Today is Friday, so it's called the Daily Buddhist. It has, for every day, there's a quote that they have, and then it explains it a little bit more and gives you a bit more context on what it's saying. So today is outer and inner distraction. If you are distracted outwardly by crowds and bustle, your virtuous activities will be dispersed. If you are distracted inwardly by thoughts, afflicted emotions will rise up. And that's by Zerchungpa. In our 21st century world, distractions are everywhere. A friend texts you to get a drink, HBO rolls out another documentary, your kid has a soccer tournament seemingly every weekend. You might spend years living this way without realizing you never have bandwidth to work on yourself, to meditate, to truly connect with yourself, or to practice spirituality. One day you might recognize this and think that all you need is a little break from these worldly preoccupations. So you carve out some time to be alone, you pick a Saturday to turn off your phone and unplug, you send your kids out with your partner for the afternoon, you expect tranquility, but you find even though you're alone, you're still distracted. This time by your thoughts. They keep you very busy or put you in a mood or make you feel anxious or restless or lonely. The more work you do on your mind, the more you realize that it's not outward distraction that preoccupy you. If your mind is consumed by uncomfortable thoughts, even the most extreme isolation or the serenest, I think it's like serenest, or the serenest location won't help you find what you're looking for. Whether you're in the midst of your busy life or in a pocket of solitude, remain aware of your mind's capacity to be distracted. So it's basically eliminating outside worldly distractions to be able to clear your mind. That's essentially what it's saying. Next up, we got only I think 5 more minutes. Next up is when I usually start my drawing. So I need to do my drawing for today. And you'll see I am still wearing the same shirt from yesterday because I was getting for bed before. So I usually this is already out there, but I have to grab it because I showed you guys yesterday. But I just started up a sketch, and maybe one of these days I'll let you see the whole thing, but yeah, not today. Not today, because I'm definitely not going to be able to finish one within the time that you guys can see. So let me prep it a bit. And we only got I think, 4 more minutes. And then I'll also get my cup of joe. So I usually start by practicing something similar to this. So I've been practicing literally the most boring thing ever, but lines and ellipses. So I start by doing my lines for the day. See how wobbly that is? You should be using your whole body to get a very straight line. And the goal here is to just be consistent. And like, look, see like the tails of these? So like if I did really small ones and you only use your wrist, they're super wobbly. But if you use your whole body and you do small ones. Like look at the difference. Like this is more wrist, this is more arm. You can't really see. But that was wrist. These first ones were wrist. These were full arm. So there's a clear difference. So once I get solid enough, the whole page ones are so difficult for me. That's why I have to practice them, because they're so hard. Like try to draw a straight line, it's like impossible. And this book has been teaching me all about it, so let's do some ellipses. Ellipses are so difficult too. And you're only supposed to do one fluid motion, but I just can't do it. So like this section is pretty flat, right? So like this is a fail. So you just keep doing it, you try to find center marks. Do a center mark, then you do the ellipses. This is lopsided, so that's a no. Do a center mark. That one's pretty even. The other one's, it's pretty even. It's a little elongated on the side, but I would give that a yes. And I just literally keep doing this. And that's a fail. But then I start my normal sketch, which is pretty basic. But that's just a start. Let's get a cup of coffee and then we call it a day. It's not one take, which it's unfortunate, but I'm gonna have to chop them together. Luckily, it's in the same spot, and I recognized it. So let's get a cup of coffee. Cup of the 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 coffee. And if I get a sip before the 21 minutes, hopefully I can. And we chilling out here. Okay, set it back. Gonna give my morning Joe. Alright. Peace out. Holy crap. I can't peace out yet. What the heck? I had 2 more minutes. Sorry about that, y'all. This day, I mean, it's the morning. Let's be honest. Yeah, so today's day is nice because, of course, it's a Friday. And Fridays are chill as a mother trucker. So usually I start by doing a frame around the outside. It just makes me feel better about like not touching the edges. Maybe it's my OCD or something. But yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments. I'm really curious like what you guys think about the videos, and they might not all be like, you know, rambunctious and kind of everywhere. They might be as simple as, you know, getting up in the morning like right now. But I want to get better at storytelling, and You know, it's difficult to do that, especially every day, to find a story in the day. But this one's pretty simple, right? It's just, you gotta get up, you gotta make your bed. Good routines help everything. Help you be practiced, be, thoughtful in your actions when you meditate and reflect. Drawing helps you develop a skill. And these are the things that I try to practice. And, it's difficult. Let's see if I can just do a car in a matter of like 2 minutes. I got 20 more seconds. I'll do a block car and we'll see what happens here. Okay, circles are super hard. You know this for me, so. Let me see. I can probably do this. I'll give you bonus footage, just a little bit. Let's just see if we can do a block car so you guys can see how I start the cars usually. So I'm going to try to go with an SUV-esque type car. So I'm going to make it a little bit taller. And usually the A-pillar starts going around, starts like descending around the top of the first tire at an angle view. So that's what I'm going to try to capture here. And then obviously the other one goes down, usually parallel to it, down one of the sides. We're gonna just create a box around this thing. This should be just like a really simplistic outline of car, essentially. Okay, so you should start to see it here. Basically, that's a start of a car. It doesn't look like it, but you kind of chisel away from that. Anyways, my shouties, good morning, but also good afternoon if you're watching this in the afternoon. And as always, we'll do another 21 minutes tomorrow. Peace out.